Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gashes Command TV, the Towards Man Black Africa. What is happening in our country is very bad. What is happening to our country is short of lawlessness. What is happening in Kenya is shocking to many human rights activists. If you're here for the first time, like this video at this juncture, we have just had Azimio announcing another wave of mass action on Wednesday next week. You're seeing Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka with Mwangi wa Iria and others pale wakizungumza na wanahabari. And they have also told the nation that what is happening in Kisumu, what is happening in Nyanza, what is happening to our Luo brothers is short of massacre. That's the word that you have used. We have been watching video clips of policemen, police brutality, removing people from their houses. And this is wrong in my view. Police brutality is very archaic. Police attacking people, beating them like snakes is something that should not happen in the modern world. Wakati ambapo haya yanaendelea, baadhi ya wanabloga kama vile Pauline Njoroge wakatiwa baroni. The DCI arrested her in Watamu, I think at the coast, as she akiwa pale akiwa akijivijari pale na unajua ni wikendi akiwa na raha zake pale akatiwa baroni, and we have not confirmed why she was arrested, but it has to do with the government. That is the truth of the matter. Then when you look at some of the politicians hata wajulikani wako wapi. Wengine wanaviziwa na polisi because this is kidnapping. Some of them have been kidnapped. And ladies and gentlemen, you saw what happened at Milimani Court yesterday, immediately after Babu Owino was released by the court. And you saw also what happened to some members of the Fourth Estate. They were attacked by the police. So are we losing this country? And whatever is happening in this country is wrong in my view. Where we are headed to, we are headed in the wrong direction. That is the truth of the matter. Wakati serikali ilichukua hatamu za uongozi, William Samoei Ruto promised the world one thing, that he will never use the police to settle political scores. But that is what is happening in our country. We are not advocating for lawlessness. We are not advocating for destruction of properties. But let the constitution be upheld by everybody. Let the law be upheld by everybody. Let the law apply to everywhere. Kwa sababu unajua sheria ni msumeno, hukata mbele na nyuma. Huo ni ukweli wa mambo. Leo ni Pauline Njoroge, kesho ni mtu mwingine. And leo ni mwanasiasa, leo ni mtu wa kawaida. Leo ni mtu wa Kisumu kutoka Luo Nyanza, kesho ni mtu mwingine Msapere kutoka Ukikuyuni, labda huku Nyeri. You never know. Kile ambacho tunaweza tukasema hapa ni kwamba wakati ambapo wananchi wanaona haya mambo yakitokea, unajua sasa tumepigwa na butwaa, tumekuwa na wasiwasi mwingi kwa sababu sio mambo ambayo tungetarajia yangetokea haraka sana, lakini yametokea haraka sana. Na wakati yanatokea tunaona kwamba the government seems not to care. Indeed, I've said in several videos that what is shocking and what is so sarcastic, what is so ironical is that we have seen the government praising hardworking policemen. And now sasa wakaambiwa kwamba even mishahara wataongezewa kutokana na kule ile kazi ambayo wanafanya. But let me say that policemen are also human beings. And policemen, some of them, I can tell you, in the fullness of time, they are also going to suffer psychological consequences. Kwa sababu, some of the videos you cannot even show them here because they are very traumatizing if you ask me. I have seen some videos, wanaume wamekatwa mapaja, wengine wamekatwa sehemu zingine za siri, wengine they are bleeding profusely, and it is shocking to realize that this is happening in a country that pride itself that it respect the rule of law, a country that is actually looked down upon to bring peace in neighboring countries, and that is why, because our Kenya is very much respected. Unaona tukiitwa kule DRC tumtume Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta ajaribu kuleta amani, ajaribu kuwapatanisha wale viongozi, na tena kule Sudan naona kwamba tunamuona William Samoei Ruto akiitwa pale ajaribu kuwapatanisha the military generals who have gone low. But what is our country doing? Kwa sababu unajua we must first remove the log that is in our eyes before we remove the log that is in other people's eyes. Kwa sababu mambo yakiendelea hivi tutaelekea wapi jamani? Where are we heading to? Why is it that it is only the Azimio people who are suffering? Why is it that it is only the Azimio people who are being gunned down by the policemen? Kwa nini? Imekuwaje? Imetokea vipi ikawa sasa nchi imekuwa kama shamba la wanyama? It has become the jaguar state whereby people can do whatever they want. And when you look at it, you know, some of them, it's very, very shocking, because you see, when you look at William Samoei Ruto is one person who clearly shows that is not a hands-off leader. Lakini sasa jiulize, and tomorrow you see these UDA guys wakienda kanisani wakisifu Mwenyezi Mungu, wakiomba, wakisema kwamba vile ambavyo tunaendelea vizuri, but the blood of Kenyans is in their hands. The blood of Kenyans is crying. Kwa sababu sasa wakati ambapo unaua tuseme kwa mfano baba, unaacha watoto wakiwa mayatima, unaacha mama akiwa mjane, what are you doing? Are you really solving any problem in this country? And what is this that is so hard that the government cannot address? And the funny thing, one thing that is shocking is that Kenyans are complaining about the high cost of living. Kenyans are talking about police brutality. Kenyans are talking about unaffordability of so many things in the supermarkets, in the market. The government is not even bothered addressing any of these issues. Kwa sababu, the government should tell us, this is what we are doing to lower the cost of living. This is what we are doing to remove the finance bill. Because you see, it is easier, if you ask me, to withdraw the finance bill than to handle haya maandamano. It is costing the country dearly. The country is losing billions and billions of money. And when, for instance, when you lose Kenyans in one way or the other, when you maim Kenyans in one way or the other, who will be paying the taxes? Unajua sasa mambo mengine hayaeleweki. Kwa sababu sasa umeumiza wananchi, wale wanalipa kodi ile ambayo unataka, watu wanatokeza kwa maandamano, na wakati ambapo wanatokeza kwa maandamano, nchi inakosa kupata ile kodi ambayo unatafuta. Then what are you telling Kenyans? Aren't you telling us that what you are doing is that our priorities are upside down? And what is this that is in the government that makes our leaders so insecure, such that hata wakati ambapo Wakenya wanazungumza, wakati ambapo Wakenya wanajitokeza, wakati Wakenya wanaongea ukweli, sasa wanafanywa magaidi, wanafanywa watu ambao wamekosea kabisa. And if you look, for instance, the case of Pauline Njoroge, yeye amekuwa akitumia just the keyboard and maybe her phone. Are you telling us that the keyboard is a weapon? Are you telling us kwamba hiyo ni silaha ambayo anatumia ulimi wake, anatumia akili zake? And this is a hustler, if you ask me, a hustler who came from nowhere. And now sasa, this is a lady that you are attacking. And I've seen many people actually saying very bad things about the bloggers, TV ambavyo wanafanya. Wacha nikwambie jambo moja, ile kazi ambayo the bloggers are doing cannot be done by many people. The temptations that we go through, many of you cannot even overcome. But you always trust the living God that in the fullness of time, our country will be better. In the fullness of time, our democracy will prevail and we shall mature. Lakini sasa kuna jambo moja ambalo Wakenya wanafaa kuelewa. You can actually beat people. You can actually maim people. You can do everything that you want. But the truth shall always remain. The truth shall always remain. Now, even if, for instance, you betray Kenyans like Judas he did to Jesus Christ, finally, the reality will catch up with you. Na sasa mnaona when the reality catches up with you, utakuwa na mzogo wa kimawazo, utakuwa unazozana na nafsi yako, and you know, whatever you are doing, we are writing the history of this nation. And with the history of this nation will be written, there are some people who will have had questions when it comes to the way they handled the situations. And I believe ICC is watching. I believe when we see the international media, kwa sababu I saw it being reported in Al Jazeera, BBC and VOA. Ni jambo nzuri, kwa sababu sasa wakati ambapo mashirika ya kimataifa yanaanza kuangazia masuala haya, ni kuonyesha kwamba mambo haya sio mambo ya kuyachukulia vivi hivi, ni mambo ambayo sasa yamepita mipaka ya taifa letu. Na I think ICC should move in very, very fast to stop this. Kwa sababu if we don't stop this, we are likely to lose our great republic. This is your host, Righteous Coming, the tallest man in Black Africa. Kindly like this video in disapproval of whatever is happening in the Luo Nation. And may you have a blessed weekend.